Hi, I'm not looking too great today. That's because things have massively changed since my last video. Note the armband, hashtag targeted individual, hashtag spike ops. I haven't made a YouTube video since I think the beginning of December. I'm not pale and interesting, I'm pale and drained. This is not highlighter, this is weight loss. I said I was calling in Torbay Council, social services, because ex-care abuse system, tortured for years as a kid, fought for justice and changed British legislation for all abused kids in Britain to only go to social services to ask them to come in to see Torbay Council abuse towards me, making anything and everything impossible, not even giving me an appointment, when it's character defamation and forced homelessness anyway. I hadn't done anything wrong. The police battered me. Cool. I've already won a case against them, 2013, which was upheld. They electrocuted me for sport, as my other videos explain. I have been through hell. My previous videos were to state that I'm being stalked and followed everywhere I go, and it's not, oh, I'm crazy, gaslight me, narcissist, flying monkeys. These are real people following me around everywhere, and fortunately enough I've been able to capture them because they're so sly. People walking by me all the time and staring at me in weird ways. Even a very close friend, I seen it on my birthday. I had my 50th birthday sabotaged, and we went to a hotel, and when we left, this guy was just so blatant. But it's a police tactic, because I was senior to the police in community sentencing for the Home Office, as I keep saying, and I know how they work. I know how the inside of all of the authorities work, and this is where the issue lies, to be truthful with you, and this is where it all stems from. So yeah, let's go back to my last video. I said that I was going to get some people in that should support me. No. I was betrayed utterly. Smiling assassins completely. I got in Torbay Social Services, who are basically Alison Hernandez, Chief of Devon and Cornwall Police, was Torbay Council, is now Chief of Devon and Cornwall Police. I was asked to work for Torbay Council, unlike them who queued up for the job. And within 6 months I was asked to work for the Home Office. So that's, where the connection is. I was given an ex-police officer, housing officer, when there's sabotage in my life, and a member of the public told me so, to warn me of what I'm dealing with. As soon as I realised that, I am qualified in law, but like my medical company in India, you don't go to one doctor or surgeon. There's specialists in all areas. I cannot be a specialist in law in all areas. I'm not a specialist in housing law. So I was given a doctor's letter because the police caused me they gave me a stutter, which is on my videos here and there, you notice it. Vile abuse by them left me with a stutter when I get extremely anxious. I can't barely speak. So yeah, that just makes my mind blank, because it was so bad, and they caused me to have a post-traumatic stress disorder breakdown, because that was what happened when I was a kid. I grew up in my early 20s. I had a major post-traumatic stress disorder breakdown because of childhood abuse in the state's care system, systematic abuse, children treated like prisoners and stuff, you pin down, vile. Levy report, they enjoyed abusing them, us kids, and I fought them every day, and I stood up to them every day saying, you can't do this to us. Yes, we can. And back then I had a Polaroid camera, now I've got a body cam. Back then I had a diary, and now I've got social media. So for me, you know, I'm 50 years old now, nothing's changed. The care abuse system is still abusing. The police are still involved. You know, it's sick and it's twisted. The Westminster Sexual Child Abuse Inquiry, good luck with that one. Reporting murderers to murderers, you're not going to get any evidence there, are you? Really? So what happened to me? I've been forced homeless while I was running back and forth to Glasgow on a totally abused by proxy charge. Rubbish, you know, deleted the CCTV evidence to secure that they, you know, that they can convict me, and I've got my own CCTV evidence. Corrupt solicitors, directors of two directors of my solicitors in Glasgow, vile, absolutely vile to me, seem to think that I'm some kind of idiot that they can talk to like shit. I will use the word shit. And I'm afraid they were greatly mistaken by that one. Don't you dare talk to me like that. And I sacked them. So now I'm left where I can't get a solicitor in Glasgow that isn't bent. Basically, they're a ring, they all, Glasgow Sheriff's Court, they're all in it together. Where do you think they all sit and have lunch together? When I'm sitting in Glasgow courts now, they're walking past me, glaring at me. Same as the police in Torquay, glaring at me. Nightmare Neighbours Next Door, that poor woman that they abused, series 3 episode 5. You see her go, well, I'm paranoid to blame me. My God, I feel sorry for that woman, but I'm so grateful to her also, because she had, you know, her case highlighted how evil they are, really. And in my case, it's so much worse. So I got back from Glasgow. They put off the trial because I absolutely went for it and wouldn't accept it. Thank God they put off the trial, and I had very little time. But when I got back, there it started. I got back about the 12th of December after the 10th hearing. And by the 15th, the bailiffs would come, and Torbay Council wouldn't give me an appointment even, you know. I am ex-care abuse system, absolutely vilely abused for 3.5 years solid from an 11-year-old child, for 25 years for justice. And, you know, oh wait, you're not a priority. Well, my doctor says I am, because I've had a mental breakdown a couple of times, and you know, tried to commit suicide because of police abuse. I was 400 after police custody in 2016. Topped themselves, dead. They're 6 feet under. I know why. But, you know, gang chanting at me. My God. Gang chanting at a naked woman battered on the floor. Well done. Round of applause, Devon and Cornwall, please. Yeah? Proud. Hope you are. Because I'm happy to be making this video. Alive making this video. My doctor congratulated me for surviving that one. Domestic abuse, I didn't know where I was for about 2 years. Agoraphobia, panic attacks. You are absolute criminals. But here I am telling my story. Changeling. So then Torbay Council got their hands on me, and they are absolutely 1,000,000% in on all of this. Ex-police officers, and it's all connected, all state, all government, all authorities. They pulled an absolute brilliant one on me. I got the social services in Torbay Council to come in as an ex-care, you know, abuse victim, and it was all like smiling assassins. Oh yeah, we can't help you enough. And they witnessed the Police Scotland, Torquay Police, just playing me, pretending to take reports of crimes, just like, and then I say, well, you know, taking a statement, can I have a crime report? Phone down. Right in front of these care workers, yeah. Care workers, they don't care a shit. They are in on it, enabling abuse, as my videos show, with the rest of them, texting each other saying, don't let it film you, tell her not to film. I've been walking around my body cam for weeks. You can't even claim that one, you stupid, because I'm not. Far from, as you just found out. Ka-ching, got you. Same as the guys in Glasgow, a witness got you as well. I am not stupid. Being in that care abuse system was brilliant training ground for me. Absolutely, for dealing with people like you. So I'm glad you're watching this video now. Hi, I'm past caring really. I've been driven literally almost to a mental breakdown. You know, I've been going without food. I've had to pay all my money. It's been 5,000 miles to Glasgow and back now on a set-up abuse by proxy charge. The second case was Wayne Megan, Clyde Hostel attacked me. You're on this computer to be targeted. CCTV, deleted, set up by the police. And then Torbay Council. I was made homeless on the 15th. Finally, they said, okay, well, you're a priority. After arguing with them black and blue that I had rights to be a priority, and my doctor had said so. You know, when I won the case against 2 councils, social services for the abuse of the kid, I had to see the best psychiatrist in the world. Zeebrugge, Lockerbie, for post-traumatic stress disorder, prosecution and defence, who went into every detail, because I was literally the first case in the country to, you know, to fight on these grounds, and especially because I was already statute barred at 21. Every child in this country could not bring a case after 21 years of age for child abuse, which is sick. So I changed that. It was me fighting and lobbying Parliament, Baron of Scotland for years. So I don't, the last person on the planet who deserves this is me. So social services completely in on it, and then Torbay Council placed me. Every detail they took from me was used against me. Anything and anything that I said to them would be difficult for me, they put on me. They placed me in what was basically a B&B, which was basically the typical of a hostel where I've been previously attacked twice. Anyone can come and go in one room, no kitchen, with some horrible, nasty guy, Gordon Carlo, an ex-boxer, great big guy. Scared of him? Don't think so. Wing Chun it into the next dimension. Never bothered me in the slightest, but thought he was clever. Sabotaged my 50th birthday. I was just looking at him thinking, yeah, prick, walk on. But I couldn't open my mouth. Excuse the language, sorry about that, but with the cap fits were it. So yeah, he absolutely sabotaged my birthday. You know, domestic abuse, Home Office. You know, hashtag party, where they specifically target a celebration. Well, there was no bigger party to go for after than my 50th, was there? You're only 50 once. Gordon Carlo, round of applause. So yeah, you know, it's been tough. It's been really tough. I had to flee there. They wouldn't listen to me. There was one other girl there, only one, and Gordon Carlo pointed it out to me immediately. I don't know why he did that, but you had to sign a piece of paper every day, and her name was Lady, I won't say, the Rothschild, and he's pointing it out to me and going, yeah, and I'm going, wow, what is this guy about? Immediately, I went out to the side for a cigarette outside the back of the building, through the intercom right next to my ear. How many do you smoke of them a day? Like I'm supposed to be surprised. I haven't lived my life getting followed and stuff for nearly a year. It was no surprise at all. The CCTV's next to that. I just didn't even turn around, didn't flinch, and just went, oh, at least 100 a day, as if, piss off. You know, it was no surprise to me. And then he said, I'm watching you. And I just went, I know. Do you know what I mean? It's just like, normalised. This has become normalised abuse for me. This is what it's become, and I'm, you know, a tough chick, so get on with it. You know what I mean? It's not nice having people, you know, guys. It's always men coming at you from every which direction. Of course, it's a little bit, oh fuck, what's happened? Oh shit, here goes again. But you know, I come from tough background. Carry on, because if it really comes to it and you come at me, I can defend myself. Put a hand on me and you'll regret it. I'm not being threatening, I'm just saying I can defend myself. So if you dare us go first. I'm not, you know, that doesn't really bother me, really. I'm not afraid of anyone, as I've proved time and again. So, you know, worst they can do is batter you, and at the end of that kill you. Get on with it. Just hurry up about it. Don't mess about. And that's how I feel about it. And I am, you know, I was stressed before. I'm kind of a nice, calm, just very annoyed now. So with going to Glasgow here and back and fleeing 3 times from Torbay council abusers, I reported that guy immediately. Of course I did. I reported him twice to officials, and then, you know, of course I have to get evidence on these things happening to me. I have to evidence it, or I'll be gaslighted, narcissist, flying monkeys. Oh, she's a lunatic. No, I'm not. Press play on my video. Press play on my videos, yeah? There's no way you can give me any of that. You're all on video. Mostly. A lot of you are anyway. So it's blatant. So then they shoved me in some kind of bin, loony asylum then, because I just fled. I thought, well, I'm going to take the risk rather than stay under the abuse of a nasty bastard like him. You know, I hate women abusers all my life. I've hated women abusers. They're the lowest pile of, you know what, they really are. Walk over them and pass them by. I can't stand women abusing men. And I'm surrounded by them, so but I'll stand up to them as well, as my videos show I do. So then they shoved me in this loony type. I was just like, what the is this place? Delaney House, Morgan Avenue, Torquay, and this mad woman was just like, as soon as she's like, you need to be no. Talking about now presents. I'm thinking, oh, whoa, what's this woman on? She's a crackpot. Banging on my door and coming into your room. By the way, they've got rights to come in and search all your things, access to everything you have. If I'd have opened my mouth about what they were doing to me, I'd have been on the streets immediately. It's just like, I'm not allowed to say anything on social media. I was banned from wearing my bodycam. This mad woman in Delaney House, 15 Morgan Avenue, Torquay. She is a crackpot, right, scamming £185 a week on vulnerable people, victims of her, literally. They're, you know, fled abuse and things like that. And she's watching one of it. I'm watching you, looking out that window. You were looking out that window today. It's like an open prison. And then she's got aerials in the rooms. And she's banging on doors. And I'm watching a YouTube video, documentary. Have you got a television license? And I'm like, why? Because you have to have your own. I'm like, it's a documentary on YouTube, but thank you, I've read the rules. As if, you know, go away and leave me alone. The post, it's in your room. You know privacy. No, everybody hates it there. I couldn't stand it. She started rattling on to me about, why don't you go away quietly? In other words, not complain about the police and what they've done to me and the council and that. I'm like, I said to her, if I went away quietly, it wouldn't go away, even if it did. And she's saying to me crazy stuff like, David Icke and I know all about that, and India's my spiritual home. And I'm thinking, you know what, shove off to India with all the money you're screwing out of people. 113 rooms, and you're coining 185 quid a week off 13 people when you're just invading the privacy 24/7, and everybody cannot stand it. But they've no choice, because they're homeless, the vulnerable, have ran away from abuse to that crazy bitch, do you know what I mean? So for me, I'm thinking, you're invading my spirituality and you've crossed the line. Get away from me. Do you know what I mean? It was just, I didn't say that, but as soon as I got any money, because all my money previous to that had gone on Glasgow, moving and running for people, and as soon as I got any money, I fled. I just got out of there as quickly as I possibly could, because I'd highlighted already, Torbay Council used that against me. I will not be in any kind of an institution because of my childhood, which is understandable, isn't it? 3.5 years from the age of 11, scratching off each day. It was a childhood prison of abuse by the British state, pinned down system, outlawed. It was just what they did. You could make a movie on it, and if you did, it would be disbelieved. You know, it would be disbelieved. You weren't even allowed clothes. Not even allowed clothes. So that's aside. So I had to then wait after just barely making Glasgow, not eating, stressed, unbelievably stressed, not a moment's peace in my head to myself, nothing, you know, just what the hell's going on, I've got to get out of here, got to run. And when I did finally get some money, I fled again. So 3 times in 3 weeks I ran. My post has been sabotaged in my previous address. I've been sued for money I don't know. I can't even keep up with courts because there's a medium message video on my channel, and it's saying a Glasgow one, and it's saying everything's just coming in at once, and it put it so you know, so slightly to what it's been. It has been relentless, followed, stalk, attack. But the best bit, well, I got to where I am, and where I am is still under Torbay Council. You know, I haven't got many options, have I? So I'm in one room, shared kitchen, shared bathroom with 10 men. Anyone can come and go. I've seen different guys all the time. I'm not an unattractive woman. I've always had men on my case, never mind my new following of pure stalkers in the last year who are not, you know, they've got bad intentions towards me. So I'm not safe. Do you think I want to go to the bathroom at night? You crazy? I'm a wise woman of the world. I'm not daft. I have got a video on to go to the bathroom. That's insane. But I haven't got a choice because 3 times the same way as in Glasgow I've been attacked by men, and that, you know, I've been targeted by the police. It's by the police. It's by the police. They put me on computers. So I suppose really the major ones came of late, where my world crashed down on me, quite frankly, and that's where this comes in. Slipping down a bit. I need to put some weight on. Oh yeah, the crash point came. Spy cops. And my awareness, you know, was brought to that. And then it was just, wow. Targeted individual. It's not only this, I've kept saying all along on my social media, I can't tell you what really happens in my life. Because if I did, you would think I am crazy. And I've repeatedly said that because I'm sitting on all kinds that's going on, thinking exactly that. If I if I say this on social media, they'll go, she's a crackpot. It's not. I would be gaslighted for it, for what really is going on. All these people around me, snide looks, look, they are placed there. People coming into my life, trying to befriend me. I am a profiler. I worked in prisons, men's prisons. Do you think I can't tell someone's... Do you think I cannot profile people? My God, I could probably wait for the SAS profiling people, and I've known all along numerous people have been placed in my life to try and infiltrate my life, spy cops, and I'm just like, yeah, yeah, thanks, bye, get them out my face, like, you know, you're not welcome. And I've dared and say that. And you know, I'd like to trace, you know, if it was ever, and it will be, I hope one day my life will be investigated, what's gone on, is to track these people down. Never mind all the trolling on Twitter by obvious police, stated police and so forth, that, you know, around the world. It's like, wow, okay, the biggest mafia in the world, so what? think I'm bothered about that. I said to an authority, someone in authority recently, I said, I will die fighting this. You know what they said back to me? Well, if you go missing, what's that mean? You know what I mean? It's like, what are you trying to say? When I got to this place, which, you know, the council were not happy, I escaped them. Torbay Council abusers, videoed them, social services in on it, having witnessed all abuse against me, covering it up. Dirty, sly, care abuse workers. Where are we? 2019. You know, I've known that type since 1980s. Come on, nothing's changed. Not they shouldn't be allowed near anybody, and I've got the evidence to show that. But so yeah, all my money is gone completely on moving, and I'm not eating. I'm not able to eat. I've not had any money to eat. And, you know, it sounds pitiful. I'm not pitiful, I'm just being honest about it. You know, I barely made the courts last time to get to Glasgow for the setup. Please set up. And I got there, and I was chatting with people in the courts, because I'm just a very open person like that. People who were up in court, Glaswegians, because I get on with them brilliant. And they was, it cost me £15 to get here today. No witnesses on here. I'm like, that. This is 5,000 miles. I've got to pay accommodation. 5,000 miles I've covered to get here. They're around the corner from the court, like, and you know, basically I sat from 10 a.m. till 4 p.m. and they went at 4 p.m. closing of court on the Friday. They called me and said, we haven't got time for you. Set another date and told me to get a solicitor. When you know, I've checked and I've double checked. All the solicitors are going to be against me, so I've got a chance in hell. So it is basically, you know, if I'm unjustly, they won't give me disclosure again, like the last case I describe in videos. They will not give me disclosure. I'm 500 miles away. Anyone else would have that right, not me. Why? Hummus Yousaf. Why? Nicola Sturgeon. What's going on? You've covered up enough, you know. You're guilty as sin. Does Police Scotland, like, I've got the evidence of you. 24 recordings of you, video of evidence of you. The care support staff have seen it all, even though they said they wouldn't give statements. I got them on video, so don't be kidding a kidder, because I'm no fool. And I will stand up to you. I'm well practiced from when I was a kid. And there you go. You have to gonna do what you're gonna do to me, innit? But if you do treat me unjustly, I'm gonna starve myself to death, hunger strike, because I think it's right. You've got to fight back, haven't you? And that's really all I've got left as a weapon. I've been stripped of everything. I've lost everything. Torbay Council have utterly abused me. Wouldn't give me nothing. Wouldn't help me. On the phone to civil solicitors all the way. They've absolutely cheated me. They won't even answer to complaints to them. Torbay Social Services, Torbay Council, none of them. Chasing my tail, same as trying to report crimes against me. Chasing my tail. So the final thing, as I say, was learning. I'm blacklisted. Torbay Council have a secret blacklisting ability to, what they do is send a signal out. And I suppose, you know, in certain cases, if you've got a right nutcase on your hands who's running about killing people or setting places on fire or, you know, whatever, maybe there should be, you know, I've worked in justice services, so I can kind of get that, yeah. But they've placed one on me. It's just like, wherever I go, negativity, dentists, doctors, the list is just libraries, even like the people who collect your bin, they've got your photo, my photo, and there's loads of people on this secret list, and I've just learned that I'm on it. So I'm not only being stalked everywhere I go, getting put on computers in hotels and lodgings where I stay to be targeted. I've got, not only did they go and tell everyone in Torquay town, as I learned through Spy Cops, they'd done it to MPs and everything, made out as if they're like terrorists or something, and that's what they did to me, as I described in my other video. It is pure police abuse by proxy, without question. And the reason why they've done it without question also is that they drove me over the edge. They'd electrocuted me on the 1,000 volts, give me a mental breakdown, post-traumatic stress disorder, anxiety, for, you know, horrific, and agoraphobia for 3 years and stuff. And you know, that's a sentence, that's a real sentence. And them to be found guilty for it, and then come and do that again to me, abuse me the way they did, the way my videos describe, gang chant at me, humiliate me naked, all of them. There's the sergeant, the ringleader, and that's just, it's beyond it, sick, beyond it. They're sick individuals. But this is worn me down just for now, because I'm strong. I've always been strong. You know, I've been made stronger because of my background. So I'm gonna fight on. But the main thing is that they go after activists, spy cops, and I was one hell of an activist, really functioning highly on social media before all this. And now it's basically, if they what they do, spy cops, in their operations room, they actually work to break you down. So they will, you know, psychoanalyze you and what weaknesses you are. They get your bank statements and things when you access data, and into your computer if you use email to access data. You know, they've got all kinds of ways of getting at you and learning everything about you. Same as Torbay Council. I had to tell them my likes, my not dislikes, you know, a list like you wouldn't believe of details of what I spend on this or that. And so they can actually take your whole life, as they have done mine, and then sabotage it in any and every which way they feel will hurt you the most, and will push your buttons the most in any possible way they can. I mean, the only godsend for me is that my children are grown up, and you know, they're grown up, and I've actually told them, stay away from me, because they target them, because that's abuse by proxy, that's what they do. Well, that isn't going to happen, because, you know, I won't even know, I won't have any contact. So if you go near my kids, I wouldn't even know that you'd done it, so you're wasting your time. Yeah, that's how low they are. That's how, you know, you look at abuse by proxy. But my desire now is justice for women. It's basically, I want to prove domestic abuse, you know, the big Home Office hoo-ha, you know, that the police, I didn't have to sleep with a policeman to be treated like a battered wife, a battered domestic abused woman. And maybe it's because I wouldn't sleep with them. I don't know. But, you know, who the hell knows? But I tell you, I wouldn't anyway. I am choosy. Yeah, so, yeah, who knows? But I have to stand up, and I have to fight them. I'm not safe where I am. I'm not secure where I am. I could be on the streets any minute again. All my money that I get, whenever I get it, is spent on trying to pay back what I owe for scraping by each month. So food is not a priority. It's all. It can't be. I really can't manage that at the time. You know, I've got to get back to Glasgow again. This is all money, ongoing, constant money, deposits to find this place, to move, to get. It is crazy. So on my social media, Lillypop Lisa Twitter, LisaRogueOneJedi, I have hit the roof lately. But if you had the awakening I have had to flying monkey, narcissist, you know, covert, abuse by proxy with a sly twist, and the amount of flying monkeys that are willing to happily engage in abusing somebody, you'd be absolutely on your floor, having a mental breakdown, heading for, sectioning. So, rock on, Lisa. Because I'm not on the floor, I'm not having a mental breakdown. I've found it so difficult. And as I say, I know this is a makeup thing where people will enhance their cheeks to get this effect. That's not makeup. I'm not, you know, and that's partly as well. When I've been so slim, I've had to concentrate on eating to put weight on after running like I have all January and February. I was ashamed to look in the mirror. So you don't really want to be making YouTube videos when you look at yourself and you're ashamed. Even like my hairdresser will tell you, I've had my fringe down here waiting for money because I can't even afford to get my fringe cut. So, but that's where they want absolutely crushed to the floor. So it just affects you mentally. And, you know, as a guy warned me some time ago in my local town, watch yourself. My mate and the police like he ended up sectioned. Well, you're gonna, you know, I mean, I took 3.5 years of this as a kid. I was only a child then. Here I am. I'm 50 now, and I look damn good on it, I think. Look better, but they could give me a break, maybe I would. I've still got my sense of humour, and I'm still gonna shine on. So yeah, take it or leave it. It's not about how I look, it's about what I'm telling you. And you know, I had some idiot on Twitter, and I don't usually DM at all, but sometimes you have a wobbly one, you think, oh God, maybe this person can help me. Boy, did I make a mistake. But it was like, you know, asking, am I a real person? There is not a word falls out my mouth that isn't the truth. That's genuine. But that's for you to decide. You can take it or leave it. I can put paperwork after paperwork in front of you and just go, there you go. So yeah, make of it what you will. And phew, I've got this video made, and I'll tell you what, I've been working up to it for ages. Thank you. Over and out.